As I was saying, it's about 1,000 square meters, really spacious. Your daughter will have plenty of room to run around. I have a daughter too. You'll see how lucky you are to have such a big yard. It was beautiful once. There were lots of flowers here, some lawn furniture also, but they took it all away because the rain ruined it.
Who lived here?
The owner was an old woman, Mrs. White. She passed away 2 years ago. The children moved away for work. They decided to rent it, and they'll probably sell it in a few years. The decorations aren't that great, but it's a lot of room for your budget. Let's go upstairs. The main bedroom is here. And there's a smaller bedroom. It's perfect for the kid. There's also an attic upstairs. You can use it as a storage or as an office if you prefer.
Come on. It's only temporary. You'll like it when it's all fixed up and clean, I bet. What's wrong, Sophie? That's okay. It won't hurt you. Come on. Come with me in the other room. I know what we'll do. Let's order a pizza. Yeah, what do you say? Do you like that idea? You want some water? something on it? What'd you find? What is it? September 10th, 1989. Let's see if it works. The gears just must be a little rusted. Sophie, time for bed. What are you going to tell Dr. Loris tomorrow? That you're tired? Time for bed. Good night.
Do you like these toys, Sophie? Which is your favorite? Who are they? What are they doing? And who is it? Death shocked her. You have to stay close to her, Annabelle. Sophie's going through a delicate phase. I know there isn't a lot of trust between you. The fact that Sophie doesn't speak anymore certainly doesn't help. But you have to try and forge a connection.
I'm trying. It's like there's a wall there. I hadn't seen my sister in 10 years. The first time I even met Sophie was in the court when they were giving me the guardianship.
I know, it's normal. She feels abandoned. Everything's new. You have to insist. Even if she seems like she has no interest in knowing you at all. She needs you, You're all she has.
I'm Annabelle Spear. I called on Thursday about restoring some books. They said to come by today.
Oh, yes, I was expecting you. I'm Eva. Mr. Brown told me you were coming. Let's go. There was a mouse, actually. More than one, to tell you the truth. The damn creature chewed on some books. I hope that doesn't gross you out.
Chewed pages? No. A mouse between the pages? Maybe.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fighting back with poison. There are 5 of them in all.
Perfect. Bringing that to school too? You don't need it. Don't tear the flowers up out of the garden. Why did you put them on my bed this morning? So who did? doing something wrong? Maybe it's something I'm doing that's making her act like this.
Sophie's behavior is normal. Creating an imaginary friend is a way for her to feel less lonely.
I don't know, Loris. For the last few days, I keep finding rose petals on my pillow. Sophie says it wasn't her. She seems so convincing. I wouldn't want her to be creating some kind of split personality. That's what you call it, right?
No, I don't believe so. Listen, bring her by my office tomorrow. It'll put your mind at ease.
All right. Thanks.
What are you doing? Stop it! Sophie! Sophie! Sophie, stop it! Sophie, stop it! Oh, gosh, what are you doing, Sophie? You don't ever hit anyone. Do you understand? Sophie!
Sophie? Sophie?
Here I come.
Sophie, what are you doing out here? Sophie, go to bed.
I'm going to show you a color and you tell me what it makes you think of, whatever comes to mind. That carry-on is really nice. Can I look at it closer? Who'll get angry? Your imaginary friend. Tell me about her. What's her name? What is it, Sophie? Is Lanya here with us? Is there some pet you have, or maybe a friend of hers named Lanya?
Not that I know of. Who's Lanya?
Sophie associates this name with her imaginary friend. She is really convinced. She really fantasizes seeing her.
She talks to her. The other night, she was out in the garden. I swear I heard her talking.
That's great news. She's starting to speak again. That's always a good start. She went through a horrible shock. Her not speaking, creating imaginary friends, it's just a phase. She'll get over it.
It's really nice of you to reassure me. It's really tough. The house and work and Sophie's so unusual. Thank you.
Of course. Before she almost had me convinced. If you think it might help, I could come to the house for her sessions. Maybe it would make her feel more comfortable.
Thanks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to show you a color and you tell me what it makes you think of. Your imaginary friend.
Sophie? Sophie?
Hey, I need to talk to you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
How did you fall?
I don't remember. I just fell back and...
I don't know you that well, but I know now that you're a terrible liar.
I saw something that scared me.
Lanya? Hold the ice there.
Loris, I think it's time I call social services and reconsider the guardianship. I'm afraid that I have real problems. I am not well. And I'm afraid that if things keep up like this, I'm gonna need therapy. It's just... it's the fantasy of a child and me. And she's rubbing off on me. And I am going crazy.
No, Annabelle. I'm here because I want to show you the video of this morning's sessions. Your imaginary friend. Sophie and I were alone.
What does she want with us? Why is she following Sophie?
I don't know, Annabelle. Whatever it is, she's connected to your niece.
It was her in the attic.
This makes me doubt everything I thought was true. If I hadn't seen the video, I would have never believed you.
It's the carry-on. It all started when she found it. It was buried in this box in the garden. Can you come with me to the library? In this book, there's a symbol identical to the one on the box. I want to know who checked the book out.
What does it mean? Do you think whoever had the book was the one to inscribe that symbol on the box and bury it?
I don't know. It could be. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Maybe Eva, the librarian, can help us.
What year do the lending files go back to?
The library was opened in 1962.
Eva, out of curiosity, could you let me know who checked this book out last?
Oh, Annabelle, I can't. Privacy, you know. I'm sorry. Why do you want to know?
Just work reasons.
You didn't get it from me. The last time the book was taken out was in 1989. Margaret White, 34, St. Louis Street.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Sophie, come on, let's go.
Isn't that your house? So the former tenant buried it, probably. Do you know where they live now?
She died 2 years ago. I've got to know what this symbol means.
Annabelle, could you come here, please? That book deals with supernatural, if I'm not mistaken. I overheard your conversation. There's a woman. She comes very often at the library and she takes out books like that. She's a psychic or so, she says, but in any case, she knows a lot about supernatural. She's really nice too. Maybe she could help you.
Eva, can I just ask you one more favor?
Sure.
When I go to talk to this woman, can I leave Sophie here with you?
Oh, yeah. This is her address.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Annabelle Spear. We're looking for Miss Nils.
It's late. She's not seeing anyone else today.
I'm sorry for bothering you. Eva the librarian said that she could help me. I'm trying to find the meaning of a symbol. Please, I'm desperate.
One can plead with the saints for mercy, but Morris, my assistant, is no saint. Or am I missing something?
There's people hoping to see you.
I need to speak with you, just for a few minutes.
Here at the door, or inside?
It's written in Latin. If you're here to ask for my help, I imagine you believe in the supernatural.
Miss Nils, I saw the symbol printed in this book carved on a box that my niece found.
May I ask where you found it?
Buried in the garden.
If I were you, I would put it right back where it was buried. It's a warning. This symbol means it's possessed. I'll explain better. Sometimes tormented souls attach themselves to an object and are unable to let it go. Sort of like there are haunted places, there are also haunted objects. The more time spent with an object, the more the owner connects with it until they finally can't be without it. The tormented soul can also affect the personality of the owner, making them absorb their positive or negative energy, whatever the case may be.
Positive or negative in what sense?
A possessed object can be good luck. If the spirit connected to it experienced immense joy, while it can cause misery if the object was connected to a tragic or sad event.
So, if I understand you correctly, the spirit makes a strong connection with whoever comes to possess the haunted object, right?
No, it's much worse. It conditions their life. Did you open the box?
Yes.
What was in it?
Sophie, be careful. Don't wander around the bookshelves. Sophie? Sophie?
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay. She's sleeping.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you.
No, not at all. Did you find Mrs. Nils?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Hello?
Thank you so much for everything, for being here with Sophie and I really appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
It's not you.
I'll call you tomorrow to check on Sophie.
Is somebody there? The mice.
Sophie? Sophie, calm down. Don't ever do that again. Do you understand?
You're not my mother!
Sophie! Have you seen a little girl?
She's over there.
Is Eva off today?
She's in the hospital. We found her unconscious.
Oh my God, that's awful. Everything all right at school? Sophie, can I see your carry-on?
No.
What if I just take it for tonight and I give it back tomorrow?
No.
Sophie, give me the carry-on. Sophie!
Liv is mean.
She can't be mean if we bury the carry-on.
Don't go away, you two.
What are you talking about? I will never go away. But honey, we have to bury the carry-on.
Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Did you bury it?
Yes, sweetheart. The carry-on's gone. I buried the box, but it didn't work. Then all this happened.
So you say it's the spirit of a little girl?
Yes, Lanya, that's her name. At least that's what Sophie calls her.
And your niece sees her all the time and talks to her?
Yes, she dug the box up by herself. Maybe that's why.
May I see the box? Do you know who lived here before you?
Yes, of course. Miss White, but I didn't know her.
So you don't know what she did in this house?
She was a psychic herself.
In those days, I mean when I was just a girl, people believed much more in these things. They would come from town to ask for her help. She had this kind of gift. She could speak to spirits. This is the symbol. The carillon's inside, correct?
Yes.
It was locked inside here. This is certainly not a good spirit. Morris.
May I?
Yes.
Mrs. White knew the world of the afterlife very intimately. She knew how to defend herself from evil. This is a protective symbol. The spirit of the child has been, let's say, weakened because this house is protected. This is the safest room in the house. Mrs. White probably worked here. However, this protection won't last forever. Generally, in cases such as these, the more time passes, the more the person that has the object becomes attached to that possessed object. Simply put, the more time your niece spends with the carillon, the more powerful the spirit becomes, regardless of where it is. Because in a certain sense, they become one.
It didn't do anything when we buried it again. What do we do?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Let's ask Mrs. White for help. Morris? Mrs. White, you lived in this house. I need to speak with you. If your spirit is with us, please give me a sign. Mrs. White, if your spirit is with us, please give me a sign. Hopefully we can try again another day.
All right. Thanks.
Put everything back exactly as it was. It's a child's spirit. It must know that you're in control.
Step. September 10th, 1989. The carry-on. Miss Rosalind Potter asked for my help. A case of a possessed object. The carry-on linked to the spirit of a child named Lanya. I shut the carry-on in a box and buried it so that the spirit connected to the object may rest in peace. Hello?
She felt really sick during the session. I figured it was better not to wait, so I brought her here.
How is she now?
The doctor's inside with her now.
How is she?
Are you her parents?
No, I'm her aunt.
She's got a really high fever. We're doing more tests to try and understand what the matter is. Medication doesn't seem to have had an effect so far.
The carry-on.
No, sweetie.
The carry-on. I want to hear it. Please.
The doctor says that her condition is back to normal. Tests show everything is fine. They'll keep an eye on her tonight and release her tomorrow morning. Hey, come on. The doctor says she's fine. Don't worry. I saw that Sophie is starting to speak again.
Yeah, and the first thing she said to me is that I'm not her mother. Since Sophie's come into my life, everything has gotten so difficult.
Don't say that. Everything will work out. See you tomorrow. If you need anything.
What do you want to eat? Should we order a pizza?
Okay, yeah.
I just need you for another hour. In the diary of Miss White, I found the person who asked her for help with the carry-on. I want to go talk to her.
Sure, don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Are you Mrs. Rosalind Potter?
Yes? Who wants to know?
Hello, I'm sorry you don't know me. My name's Annabelle Spear. I need your help.
What's this about?
I know that years ago you had a carry-on.
Go away.
No, Miss Potter, please, please. I need to talk to you. I know about your daughter, Jade. Please, it's about my niece. She's only 6. Please. Come on.
I didn't think to contact a psychic until after the death of my daughter Jade. Mrs. White. Lania, after Jade was gone, manifested herself to me. She didn't try to hurt me. She was just there next to me. She was there, always. Until Mrs. White found a way to free me. She put the carrion in a box and she buried it.
My niece found it playing in the garden. And since then, it's been a nightmare. Do you know exactly what Miss White did? I tried burying the box again. It didn't make any difference.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Where did she get the carry-on?
She got it at an antiques fair. My daughter couldn't be separated from it. She listened to it all the time. In the beginning, she said she was playing with a little girl. I didn't believe her. Just thought she wanted more attention. Then she started to get sick. She had this high, incurable fever. It would come and go, and she'd seem to get better, and then she'd get worse. I'll never forget that night. I was sitting there reading, and when I heard the carry-on play its entire melody, I'd never heard the whole thing through. It would always get stuck. And just felt something was wrong. I went to try and find Jade. I found her there on the sofa. She was dead. She'd been smothered. The carrier was there next to her. If only I'd believed her. Do you wake up with rose petals on your bed every day? Lania did the same thing with me. She gave me rose petals every morning. She put them on my pillow. I think it was some sort of attention, a gift. She wanted me as her mother. That's why she killed my daughter. And now she wants to get rid of your niece.
She wants me. The carry-on's almost played its whole tune. The time has come, Sophie.
What's wrong, Sophie?
Aunt Annabelle doesn't care.
Come on. You know that's not true. Don't ever think that. Is anybody there?
heard the carrion play its entire melody. I'd never heard the whole thing through. It would always get stuck.
It didn't work because it didn't play the whole melody. Sophie, listen to me. I have to bury the carrion now, okay? You stay here. Don't leave this room.